Hello everyone. I just want to go ahead and start off by apologizing to you guys about how I am dressed, but it's a legit reason and you guys will find out later on. Um, my presentation today is going to be on why dogs are better than cats, and dogs are truly a man's best friend. That's the only way I can put it. Not only are they loyal, but dogs can instinctively read human emotions or may even have a crude notion of abstract feelings such as joy and anger. And this was stated by Mr. Oliver Moody in the article Why Dogs Really Are a Man's Best Friend. And basically it states that whenever they see us cry, they'll cry with us. Whenever they see us happy, they'll make sure we keep that smile on our face. Next, protection and protective. They're very protective over their owner. I know personally, whenever I was 5 years old, I rescued a red pit bull mixed with chow and named her Hazel. It was one time whenever we was outside and we was just playing, and there was a dog across the street that was kind of named Vicious, and that dog came into my personal area, and that's when Hazel jumped in front of me and attacked the dog. So that dog went whimpering away. She protected me that day because I looked up to her as my mother, and she really thought I was her child. Really. And one would say protectiveness comes from a dog's wolf ancestors and centuries of breeding, which means that dogs instinctively know when a human child is in need of care. And this was from Scottsdale's Pet Hotel from the article Why Dogs Are So Protective Over Their Owner. And she recently passed away a couple months ago. It was horrible. I went back home, and in her last few hours, she was able to see me in person. I was able to hug her and kiss her and take pictures with her. And I know that following morning, my godmother actually called up my older brother and had him talk to her over the phone. And it wasn't until an hour later, whenever I woke up, I went downstairs into my mother's room and just saw Hazel just on the floor, lifeless. And it hurt me truly. And see, I legit cried. I legit held her in my arms for a good 2-3 hours until my parents came home, just crying my eyes out. And as you can see, I'm really over here getting teary-eyed. But before I start crying on camera, we're just gonna go move into the next topic. Overall, dogs are simply beautiful creatures, especially if they're able to help their owner in a time of need. It has been scientifically proven that dogs can be specially trained to recognize specific changes preceding a seizure and give an overt signal enabling the dog to warn his or her own owner. And this was from Mr. Elsevier B.V. from the article Seizure Alert Dogs Fact or Fiction. And I am prone to seizures. It's not fully diagnosed, but whenever I had my first 2 seizures, my baby Coco, he is a Maltipoo, he legit saved my life. Whenever I had the first and the second one, he made so much commotion in my room that my mother actually heard it from her room. She came upstairs and she legit told me whenever she opened up my bedroom door and saw me on the floor, Coco was right there on my chest, licking me and making sure I'm okay. He was scratching at me, doing heart computations and everything. He did whatever it took so I wouldn't go away. And I legit owe him my whole entire life. But having your best friend and family save your life is simply a true blessing. It is incredible how amazing dogs are. If anyone is in the midst of adding a new addition to the family, a dog is the best way to go. They are loyal, loving, protective, and could potentially save your life when no one else is near. And I really just want you guys, what I want you guys to take away from this video is basically go to an animal shelter. See how many dogs are on the streets of San Antonio and look them in their eyes, and you cannot tell me you cannot tell me you don't feel any pain. You don't feel any kind of emotion behind that. Because I know, me personally, whenever I look into my dog's eyes, I see all the hurt and the pain their previous owners put them through. And now look at them. They're in dog heaven at my house, just living up spoiled as hell. They love it. But before I go, I want to introduce somebody. And come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, chicken baby. Oh. And you cannot tell me this dog does not warm your heart. This dog does not melt your heart. Look at her. And she is a multi-poo. She's fluffy. She's amazing. She's basically a baby, you know. And this is the reason why I didn't wear my professional clothes, because she does have a tendency to shed a light, and she already messed up my sweater. So, but just look at her. Look into her eyes and tell me you don't want to own a dog. If you're able to do that, this video wasn't meant for you. But if it did warm your heart, go out today to an animal shelter, pick up a stray dog on the side of the street, and start new and create new memories. Thank you.